Alright, so tonight I'm reassembling my three-piece wheels that I've taken apart, polished, and prepped. So all my hardware, the bolts in there, the black ones are brand new. I was replacing my old rusted ones. These wheels have 50 of those between the four of them, so I bought those new. The nuts, I took them off my old hardware right here. I ended up putting them in a media tumbler with kitty litter and then some walnut, some ground walnut bedding stuff shells that I bought from Petco. Got those all shined up. Did the same with the nuts. The nuts were all covered in brake dust and all kinds of crap from about 10 years worth of use. So I ended up having to put those in the tumbler. I hit them with a wire. When I had them in this tub right here, I just hit it with a wire brush on a drill while the nuts were there to just get them a little bit cleaner. There's still some corrosion in the threads that I need to clean up, so that's why I have this tap and die right there as I put them on. So what I've done so far is I've laid a bead of silicone. What I'm using is this GE 100% silicone that I bought at Walmart. I think it was like $6 or $7 for this tube. Should be more than enough. I've used this before to seal up one of my wheels when it started leaking, so I did that. So right there, I've laid that out along the edges. I'm gonna finish it up now and then start reassembling. Alright, so I ended up hand putting everything in, the bolts and the nuts with all the hardware around these three-piece wheels. I've got them basically hand tightened using my ratchet and extension. I put this piece of tape here to protect my barrel from the metal hitting the soft aluminum barrel, especially after I've polished everything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to torque it to 30 foot-pounds, each one of the bolts. What I should keep in mind, you see a lot of videos of people assembling wheels and they always try to put Loctite on these nuts. If you ever want to take these apart again easily and service them and do whatever you need to do, do not use Loctite. You've got 40 bolts on here. Actually, I've got 39 because one of them I don't put in because I have the angle valve stems, but the chances of 39 bolts failing and all at once is very minimal and slim, especially if you end up torquing it tight. And you know, you gotta get that 35 foot-pounds of torque in there. And remember, these are aluminum wheels, so they're pretty soft. So once you tighten them, it gets a pretty good grip to the right torque settings. So I'll go ahead and do that now. All right, now that I got everything torqued up, I'm cleaning the edge where I want to seal it up with some acetone just to get all the grime and crap from working and polishing the wheels out. I had hit the edges with acetone before I put them together, but now I'm gonna hit around the circumference of the wheel. One of the things you want to do is make sure that everything's clean, no dust, no dirt, nothing that's gonna contaminate the silicone. It's quick rub down. Acetone's good because it cleans, takes all the dust and dirt off, and it dries really fast, evaporates really fast. So it's perfect for what I'm doing here. So once I do that, get everything all set up, I'm gonna run a bead of that GE Silicone 2 that I bought at Walmart that I put on earlier. Thing with this is you want to cut it, cut a small hole, not too small, but small enough to not put too much silicone, because when you go around the edges, a lot is more, because when you run it through with your fingers, it just kind of spreads it through and it actually creates excess. So I usually just try to get it up into between the cracks and the seam, so it fills is more important than anything. And then you want to be able to right here on that little edge of the lip, you don't want to go too onto the actual barrel, the lip barrel, because when your new tire comes on and off, you don't want that silicone catching the edge of that silicone catching the tire and then ripping your whole bead off. So you want to keep it in the channel as much as possible.